Alright, so this episode is here to poke some fun at the original video game version of The Last of Us. But just to hop on that HBO hype train, I'm gonna say a few key search terms out loud for the algorithms at YouTube to pick up on. So, Pedro Pascal looking rugged and handsome, Pedro Pascal looking rugged and handsome, holy crap, I didn't know I had this many tears in me, why are they all flooding out, damn you Nick Offerman and your beautiful strawberry growing husband, oh, and Pedro Pascal looking rugged and handsome. Welcome to The Last of Us, a deep and powerful gaming masterpiece about exploring the human condition and the devastating power of love all throughout a post-apocalyptic United States of America, brought to you by the guys that came up with Dr. Neo Cortex. Shout out to all the people that started this game without much prior knowledge and were like, oh hey, it's the girl from the cover. It's the girl we're gonna play as. She's safe, right? Now, a lot of people have complained that The Last of Us Part 1 remake for the PS5 wasn't exactly a needed project because the PS4 version of The Last of Us was already pretty great looking. But after experiencing this version, I just gotta say, this opening is so much more tragic now with the enhanced graphics. This couch looks so much comfier, and at one point, Joel had to get up out of it. That's sad. Interrupted couch naps are sad. I mean, I guess there's other sad stuff in the opening too, if you want to get particular about it, but that awkward moment when you were saving up to get one of those expensive Fitbits because, you know, you want one of those smartwatches that can keep track of your health. You want to invest in your body, and then your dumbass daughter goes and buys you just a regular old watch. Ugh. Gosh. You know, sometimes I just wish a zombie apocalypse would come and... Okay, disclaimer, if I ever have kids and they ever, for some ungodly reason, decide to go back and watch my old stuff, one, don't. Stop now, please. Spare yourselves. And two, you can give me a normal watch. That was just a joke for the video. I actually would be very touched if any of my kids ever got me a watch. Wait a minute, did he just gaslight his own daughter? Joel, you are canceled. You are no longer invited to our Mario Golf tournament. And then Joel goes and redeems himself by refusing to narc on his drug dealer daughter. Good job, Joel, you're uncanceled. You know, I was gonna make a Matt Pat game theory joke about how, ooh, maybe all of The Last of Us is actually a dream had by Joel's daughter at the very start of the game. But, yeah, that dude's trending on Twitter right now just for making a Sonic video, so I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm just gonna back away from that topic. That's not even defending his Sonic video or anything like that, dude's trending. He's more canceled than Joel was. Okay, fine. I'll play the sequence where a kid wakes up in the middle of the night and there's something spooky going on. But if all the doors and windows start disappearing and voices start whispering, I am getting the skinnamarink dink out of there. Oh my gosh, my dad's so messy. He just always leaves exposition lying everywhere. I don't want to be tripping over plot details if I'm just trying to get to the crapper. Oh my god, you were watching exposition too? Ugh, that degenerate man. Oh no. The exposition has left the house. It's free! Run, Sarah, before the storytelling goes viral! So, like, am I allowed to just have one of the things wrong be the shudder that just went through my body, looking at what smartphones used to look like? Like, is that allowed? Have I stretched the premise of this show enough that I can get away with that yet? You know, just once in one of these things, I'd like two characters to be like, what's going on? It's a Dawn of the Dead 2004 type situation. A what? You know, Dawn of the Dead 2004. Oh, the zombies just are all attacking at once, but it's like a large group right off the bat. Oh, okay, I get it. Like, if you've both seen the same movie, you should be able to get across what zombie thing's happening pretty quickly. Honestly, that's a good idea. Every family should, as a zombie survival plan, you just watch a few of the classics. Nick Offerman was prepared, and it got him a beautiful, beautiful romance. You know, I'm just gonna say it. This is the most dramatic Mario Kart course that I've ever played. And that's including every single Rainbow Road. Whoa, Joel just decided to leave that entire family on the side of the road? I sure hope that's the only morally dubious thing that happens for the rest of the game. I know Mandalorian's your other gig, but I think you just unlocked some Sith points, sir. Were they Sith points? Is that what they called it in Knights of the Old Republic? If they didn't call them Sith points, they should have called them Sith points. Oh my god, this is why you always keep some bananas to stop impacts like that. Have you never played Mario Kart before, Tommy? Whoa, I just realized. The first time that you control Joel, you're kicking out a window, and then stepping out of the twisted metal canal of the broken truck. Do you think that might be some kind of metaphor for like the rebirth of Joel in this new society? Okay, I'm sorry. Look, as I said, MatPat might be canceled. Someone has to take the reins and say this bullcrap. Aw, man. Don't you hate it when you're in some sort of zombie story and the true monsters turn out to be people? Isn't that the worst? Okay, seriously though, I've thought long and hard about what possible joke I could make about the next few events in this game. Cause the opening of The Last of Us, it's just bleak. It's just bleak. There's nothing I can do to like negate that bleakness. So I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna let the developers of this game do it for me by putting some of their old games' music over their current series. And we could just blame the juxtaposition on them, shall we? Okay, so on the one hand, Joel's daughter died. Yes, okay. Yes, that's sad. But on the other hand, he can go buy that expensive Fitbit now. Oh, wait, no, sorry, I forgot. Society collapsed. Never mind. Now it's just gonna be a painful memento of your daughter's death forever. Hope that didn't traumatize you too much, Joel. 20 years later? Damn, that's like 5 whole Ninja Turtles reboots. How many actors have I missed playing Batman? You know, I actually really do like that the aesthetic of Boston in this game is what if City 17 from Half-Life 2, but the dickheads in charge were human dickheads instead of alien dickheads. Oh, and if you go outside, you turn into Toad from Mario. Hey, you guys dealing any exposition these days? Ooh, that down low info on the secret resistance cell operating out of the city? Ooh, nice stuff, a classic. Man, even the military's dealing in exposition. Everyone's corrupt with it these days. Okay, the one joke that I will make that's kind of centered on the TV show is that in the very first episode, they show Joel having a problem with opiates and abusing them to get to sleep at night. And at first I was like, oh, that's an interesting addition to the story. But then I realized, yeah, no, you use pills like half the time you heal in these games. Joel definitely has a pill problem. You have a pill problem. Oh, come on, guys, be careful. You're gonna knock over all the physics objects. Dang it. Ah, my trusty handy-dandy crafting table. I sure hope there's a lot of identical versions of you spread out across the entire United States of America. Oh, yeah, I knew I'd stash some extra exposition down here just in case I was really jonesing. You know, I really like Joel and Tess. Doing game mechanic tutorials together, that's one of the signs of a really strong relationship. If you don't believe me, try learning how to double jump with your significant other. I really appreciate how the vibe in a lot of The Last of Us is just, what if we took the dull gray post-apocalyptic landscape of so much of gaming at the time and just, you know, allowed it to have some green in it. Allowed it to be just a little bit colorful. Look, I'm not even gonna get into how the spores make no sense and just arbitrarily have you pulling the gas mask on and off. I'm not even gonna get into that because the creator of the game already kind of decided that when they completely abandoned this plot device for the show, so yeah. They did my work for me again. Then again, maybe they just changed that detail because even using the word mask in the year 2023 has the potential to start a new culture war. So the game presents this choice as if you only have 2 options. Either let this guy die a horrible mushroomy death as he turns into one of the zombie things, or you can put him out of his misery yourself and just shoot him in the head. But what if I offer a third option? We let him become our little mushroomy friend. And he follows us around like a little toad. Look, I'm sorry that my excitement for the Mario movie keeps creeping into this video about a PlayStation classic. You know, you would think that a childhood growing up fighting all the different variants of Re-Deads in the Zelda series would prepare me a bit more for all of the screaming in this game, but it really doesn't. It really doesn't. You know, people say that these games are super realistic, but Joel's superhuman ability to read every single kind of handwriting that he comes across, that's a bit of a stretch. I mean, on one hand, it is kind of cool to see nature reclaiming the fallen empire of humanity and overgrowing all of our cities, but on the other, yeesh, the mosquitoes must be bastards this time of year. Ladies and gentlemen, NBs of all ages, allow me to introduce to you the most amount of 2-person required puzzles in a game with absolutely 0 trace of a co-op mode. Gee, I sure hope me not being able to pet these puppers is the worst thing that happens involving a dog in this series. Psst. Hey man, you dealing any bonus exposition? Oh, even better, I've got that plot-relevant information for you right here. And thus, in exactly one video game set piece, this version of Joel has already killed more people than the entirety of the Last of Us TV show. Don't you just love when a YouTuber points out a disconnect between a game's story and gameplay? Hey, if all of these NPCs are constantly gonna be yelling at me when I'm trying to talk, could they at least say hi to my Twitch chat? Maybe shout out a few donations? I'm starting to feel like I gotta do all the work around here. You know, it's actually remarkable how often the solution to puzzles in this game is just a team-up maneuver from Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Oh no. I think that guy might have been allergic to getting his skull caved in. Seriously though, is whatever we have to talk to this Robert guy about seriously so important that it's worth getting a higher body count than Freddy, Jason, and every other slasher villain combined? I'm getting some real we might be the baddies vibes from this. Wait, did he just throw a gun at us? Oh my god, somebody could have gotten hurt. Never mind what I just said. This guy needs to go down. Well, sorry to the Daryl Dixon looking fella, but you're in the wrong zombie franchise, and we need to get the main plot started. Oh hey look, she's right on time. Wait, did we seriously make it all the way up to 64 things and we're just barely meeting Ellie? Are you serious? I was just planning for this to be a one-off. Like, do I need to do a whole series now? I don't even know if that'll work. Like, what would I call the next one? If I call it 64 Things Wrong with The Last of Us Part 2, they'll assume that I'm talking about the sequel. I don't want everyone just assuming that I hate Abby when I actually just want to finally talk about Ellie for once. I like both characters. I like this whole series. I just like to make fun of them too. All right, just let me know in the comments below whether I should continue with Funky Joel and the Fungus Among Us.